Worry is a natural response to life's uncertainties. It's the mind's way of trying to prepare for what's ahead, to safeguard us from danger or disappointment. But when worry becomes a constant background hum, especially about things we can't control, it drains our energy, clouds our judgment, and steals our peace. The truth is, much of what we agonize over lies beyond our influence. Learning to let go of these concerns isn't just a comforting idea. It's a transformative skill that can bring clarity, resilience, and freedom. Imagine waking up each morning carrying an invisible backpack. Into this pack, you place every worry and fear, the weather, the opinions of others, the economy, the decisions of people far away, and even the passing of time itself. Day after day, this load grows heavier, making each step forward more challenging. But what if you could pause, open this pack, and set down the things you have no power to change? What if you could focus only on what's truly within your grasp? The first step is recognizing what you can and cannot control. It sounds simple, but in practice, it requires honesty and self-reflection. You can't control the actions of others, the outcomes of distant events, or the passage of time. You can't control traffic jams, sudden storms, or how someone reacts to your words. But you can control your responses, your choices, the way you treat people, and how you spend your time. You can choose what thoughts you entertain and what habits you cultivate. When you begin to separate the controllable from the uncontrollable, you liberate yourself from an enormous burden. Imagine standing on the shore, waves crashing at your feet. You can't command the tide or change the course of the sea, but you can decide whether to wade in, build a sandcastle, or simply watch the horizon. Life is much the same. The external world moves on its own currents, but your inner world is yours to shape. Letting go of worry doesn't mean becoming indifferent or irresponsible. It means accepting uncertainty as a part of life. In fact, most of life is uncertain, and trying to predict every outcome is exhausting and impossible. Instead, focus your attention and energy where it counts. If you're concerned about your health, you can't guarantee you'll never get sick, but you can eat well, exercise, and see your doctor. If you're worried about a relationship, you can't control another person's feelings, but you can listen, communicate honestly, and show kindness. Learning to stop worrying about things you can't control is also about trust. It's about trusting yourself to handle whatever comes, even if you can't foresee every twist and turn. It's about trusting that not every problem requires your intervention, and that sometimes the best course of action is to wait, watch, and let events unfold. This doesn't mean giving up, but rather relinquishing the illusion of control over the uncontrollable. One powerful way to ease unnecessary worry is to anchor yourself in the present moment. Worry often pulls us into the future, spinning scenarios that may never happen. By focusing on what's happening right now, you ground yourself in reality. Take a deep breath, notice your surroundings, bring your attention to the task at hand. Mindfulness isn't just a buzzword. It's a practical tool for redirecting your energy toward what you can actually influence. Another helpful approach is to challenge your thoughts. When you notice yourself worrying about something out of your control, ask yourself, is this something I can change? If not, what can I do right now to take care of myself? Sometimes, simply acknowledging that a worry is beyond your reach is enough to begin letting it go. Over time, you'll become more skilled at distinguishing between helpful concerns that prompt action and unhelpful ones that only sap your strength. It's also important to practice self-compassion. Worrying is human. It's not a flaw or a failing. But rather than criticizing yourself for your anxiety, treat yourself with kindness. Remind yourself that you're doing your best with the information and resources you have. Give yourself permission to set down the burdens you can't carry. Sometimes, the most courageous thing you can do is to accept what you cannot change and focus on what you can. Surround yourself with supportive people who encourage this mindset. Share your worries with trusted friends or mentors, not for them to solve your problems, but to help you gain perspective. Often, simply speaking your concerns out loud can lighten the load and clarify what's truly important. Remember, you're not alone. Everyone faces uncertainty, and everyone struggles with letting go. As you practice this skill, you may notice subtle but profound changes. You'll feel lighter, more focused, and more present. You'll have more energy for creativity, connection, and joy. You'll become more resilient in the face of challenges because you'll know how to conserve your strength for what matters most. Over time, you'll come to see that worrying about things you can't control doesn't protect you from pain or disappointment. It only robs you of today's peace. You'll learn to trust yourself, to adapt, and to find meaning even in uncertain times. And as you let go of the need to manage every outcome, you open yourself to the beauty and possibility that each new day brings. So the next time you find yourself caught in the grip of worry, pause and take a breath. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If not, can I let it go, even just for a moment? Reassure yourself that letting go isn't giving up. It's making space for what truly matters. With practice, you'll discover the freedom and calm that come from focusing your energy on the things you can change and releasing the rest. Life is unpredictable, but you are stronger than you think. By choosing where to direct your attention and energy, you reclaim your power, not over the world, but over yourself, and that is where true peace begins.